Good morning, everyone. Eric Rogers here with Julie Rowe. Today is Friday, September 23rd. Make sure you're getting your business in for the end of the month, so you're hitting that pay period. Very important that you're doing so. If we need something for underwriting, make sure we're hustling to get that done. And you still have a full week here in September, basically, so you always be closing. Weekends are a great time to make contacts when you're out and about as well. Now, today is Testimonial Friday. We have a special guest today, and his name is Greg Rios. We also have another special guest, so we've really got some things for you. Before we get started, cash bonus, right? Like you needed any additional motivation for something that you're already striving to do. That's build your book of business. Most of you received this email. It is through the end of October, so Halloween is our last day, and this is not a scary promotion. This is something that you all can do, and here are the details. Any single merchant that you sign up that's doing over $10,000 a month in volume, you get $100. We can all do this. We've got 60 people on here. Every single one of you over a month now, a month and a week basically, get one in where the merchant's volume is over 10,000, you get a $100 bonus. Pretty sweet. Now, what if you get three? No one's, comfortable with just doing one a month, right? So get three total live merchants running processing through First Direct Financial Card Connect by Halloween, and the merchant's doing over $10,000 a month. You're going to get an additional $400. That's a total of $500. Okay, so what if you get two? Well, you're still getting your $100. That second one's really not worth anything, right? That's why we want to push you to three. You should be doing this anyway. Okay, so all of us can get three merchants on board in over a month. That's what we're doing. And guys, guess what? When do I get paid? At a perfect time. So what I want to do is, next slide, you get paid November 25th. That pay cycle. So you can make an extra $500 by doing three live merchant accounts through the end of October. We can all do this, every single one of you. And you still get your residuals. Nothing changes there. This is just our fall bonus promotion that we are doing right now to help motivate you. Now, what if the merchant's under? What if it's one of those small ones under the $10,000 threshold? What do I get paid on that too? Or are they worth nothing? No, they're worth $50 a file, and that's for each and every one up to 10. Up to 10, so you can make an extra $50 for all of these files that are doing a monthly volume under 10,000. So we're here to help you out. So how much can you theoretically make? This is going to answer all your questions. What about Mr. Rogers and I board three new merchants? You guys can see that right here. Let me use the tools that are provided here. So let's say I get three in, and the merchants are doing in volume monthly over 10,000 a month. I get $500. But what if Mr. Rogers is over here hustling and I get another 10 merchants that are under 10,000 in volume per month? That's another $500 that I could make. Okay, so that is a nice cash bonus that's coming my way November 25th, right in time, Black Friday, right? That's right there. You'd never catch me in a mall to begin with, especially that day. Are you kidding? Stay off the roads. And but guys, the money's there. Okay, so we want to help you get there, and this is how we do it. Now, contact your national sales director if you have any questions, because it's pretty straightforward. Hopefully you got it. There's no tricks or anything like that. So one over 10,000, you get $100. Hit three, that's worth $500 to you. And then anything, those little ones, anything under 10,000 a month, those merchants are still worth $50 a pop, up to 10. All right, pretty simple. Now let's get to the show here, because I want to unmute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slide over here, because guys, we have a special guest that came in to visit us. So let me remove just a couple things, and I'm going to try to keep everything organized here on the screen. We're in this together. Come on over. We have another regional account manager who's in the area. So go ahead and scooch over. I'll let you know when we're good here. There you go, so you guys can see yourself. We also have Marilyn York here today, guys. Marilyn's been with us for quite a while.
There you go.
And this is awesome. We have somebody from Wichita, my birthplace. I was born in Wichita, so let me, yeah, that's awesome. So guys, let me unmute Greg. Let me find him here. We've got an awful lot of people that just hopped on, which is great. So guys, you're going to get some info. We've got questions. And where's Greg? I passed it. There he is. Okay, guys, this is where I'm doing this from afar. Greg, you should be good to go. Go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hear me?
Yes, sir. All right. So we have 2 regional account managers today, guys. So take it away, Julie.
The camera's right here.
Yeah.
I see it. Okay. Hi, Greg. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing today? Happy Friday.
Yeah, great, really great. Thank you for agreeing to come on and give your testimonial today. I've got Marilyn York here. I've talked to you about her, and I talk about you to her, so I feel like, you know, you guys remind me of each other a lot. So,
how you doing, Marilyn? Nice to meet you.
Marilyn actually came from Kansas and flew out here to basically meet everybody at FDF, and it was we had a great time yesterday. She got to spend time with pretty much everyone in the office, and we're really enjoying her visit. And I do want to ask both of you some questions. I'm going to start with you, Greg. How are you doing this month on getting your merchants boarded and live?
I gotta say I'm doing pretty well. I have 2 merchants right now that I'm hoping to go live by the end of next week. With my statements, I gotta be honest with you, it's been a little slower than I've had done in the past, just because I've been extremely busy with my full-time. But overall, I'm satisfied and I'm happy with my progress.
Wonderful. And you are doing really good.
I'm sorry?
I said you are doing very, very well. I know it's a little bit slow, but you work a full-time job, and you know there are a lot of regional account managers out there that do work full-time, and that's why we remind you to utilize your national sales director. They can help you actually close deals, speak to the merchants, and you know get those files moving from boarded to live. Live is the key here today for the bonus. So, Greg, you've got your 2. Remembering the bonus, you have to have 2 to get 3, so 2 does mean something.
Yeah.
And you'll have your 2, and I know you're going to get that $500 bonus. That's pretty much a given. So, Marilyn flew all the way out here, and she did not know she was going to be on TV or anything. And she did get me a really nice name badge, which I love. Very nice. Thank you, Marilyn.
Oh, you're welcome.
Very generous.
You're welcome.
I actually was running a little bit late today, so we're kind of on the fly with the questions, Greg. But Marilyn's going to ask you some questions about your approach to getting statements. Go ahead and tell her about how you got the, am I pronouncing this right, Avenel News and Food statement?
Yes, Avenel News and Food, that's correct. Or trade name is Krausers.
Okay. So, go ahead. He got this statement. He turned it in yesterday. Ask him about how he does it.
How do you do it, Ria? Is this Ria?
It's Greg.
Greg,
Rios.
excuse me.
Greg Rios.
Rios. How do you do that? What is your approach when you approach a new merchant?
Well, basically, it's funny that Eric's got this statement on the screen, because I was going to talk about that in a way. Like, you have to be in competition within yourself. You have to be better today than you were yesterday. Compete with yourself. Okay, so I begin my day with a mentality that I'm going to get a statement. When I go in to see a merchant, I picture myself getting the statement. I try to prepare myself for any negative feedback or no's. I try to write down rebuttals from previous merchants that I've come across that just wouldn't give me the time and day. And so I'm constantly trying to better myself. I'm constantly trying to work on the no's to get the statements. I go in there and I just sell myself. I go in there, I start off building the relationship. I just don't go in there right away and start talking about First Direct Financial.
Very good.
Okay, I look at something that I can relate to, and start a conversation with the merchant, whether it be if he's got a picture of his kids, or his kids play baseball or basketball. But oh, I see, it's great. Your kids play basketball. My son actually plays basketball as well. Where's he play at? Who does he play for? So I built a relationship first. I have to say this. We go on here, every week, and we talk about how well, we do, but, it is difficult. Nothing's easy. I had momentum, and I was doing well, and all of a sudden, like, 1 week, it was really hard for me to get some statements in. But it cannot deter you from continuing on. And it's also so easy to just lay back and not get up and be lazy about it, because you don't have to report to work, or you don't have to report to any, to your boss. So it can be easy to just get lazy, but you know what? You have to find a reason as to why you're getting up, and why you decided to take on this opportunity. And to be honest with you, I love this opportunity because every day can be a Friday. Once you start building a book of business, every day can be a Friday. You got to start small. I know, we talk about, did you get 2 statements? Did you get 5 statements? If you start off small, eventually you will grow, and get better. And just think that every time you go out there, you are growing, because you're not going not only personally, but you're going professionally, professionally. So, even if you're not getting the statement, just think, you know what, it was a productive day, because you saw someone, you gave your business card. They may have said no to you now, but doesn't mean later down the road they're going to say, they're not going to come back to you and say, you know what, I can really use your services, or I am interested, because I'm having a tough time with my current processing company, So basically, again, be in competition with yourself. Try to better yourself this day than you were yesterday. And things will happen. Start small. If you only got one statement, 1 week, then you know what? Your competition for yourself is the following week, get 2 statements. And then from there, you get 3. Just go on.
How did you get the statement from the, what was that? What was the other name of the company? The Avenel News. You got it. You turned it in. We got the proposal today. Explain that experience from walking in the door. You talked to the merchant. You didn't go right into here. I do credit card processing. I want a statement. You're building that relationship. Tell us about this one specifically.
Okay, this one specifically, actually, it took me 5 times to walk in there and get the statement. When I originally approached him, which was in August, like mid-August, he asked me to come back the first week of September. And I stopped in the first week of September, and he didn't have the statement for me. So he's like, you know what, try me back next week. So I went in again the following week. He still didn't have the statement. And so I asked him, are you really interested in having me do an analysis for you? Because to be honest with you, I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want you to waste my time. I've been in here twice already, so I'm really here to help you out. But if you don't want me to, that's fine. The thing is, I let them know there's no risk or obligation. Just because they provide me with a statement, it doesn't mean they have to switch over. And once I told him that, then he finally said, okay, I promise you, I'll get it for you. I've been a little busy. I will have the statement for you. next Wednesday, whatever it was. So I went in there and I got the and when I went in there, he did have it for me.
Nice. And
Follow-up.
the follow up. I love that you set that expectation of an appointment, even though he didn't have it for you the first time or the second time. You know, you followed up and you said, "I will be back." And you know, I tell my Rams on my team always, you have to go back. These people are busy. They are at work, and their business is their life. And it's hard for us to come in and help them when they're busy like that. So always set that appointment. I'm going to be back here. And you know what? That third time, the guy knew you were serious. The fourth time, he was like, "I'm definitely going to have that statement for you the next time you come." And that's how it works, folks. Every once in a while, you'll get that statement, maybe on the first or second visit. But really, in this business, you have to build that relationship, like Greg was talking about. And Marilyn, I've got a couple questions for you, and I got a couple more questions for Greg.
Can I share a
Yes.
little list here?
Yes, go ahead.
As Greg was talking, I was making a list of the qualities and techniques that he uses. I've got about 8 things written down here that I think are worthy of, you know, reiterating. 1, visualization. He sees himself successful, and so he is. Works every time. Second one, believe that you will get a statement. Believe in yourself. It will happen. Doesn't mean that there aren't some that are going to say no, but most of the time you will at least get to first base. Third, evaluate your performance. What's working for me? What's not working for me? What can I do better? He does this. Fourth, build a relationship with that merchant. Don't just walk in there and immediately try to sell him. Find out what his business is about. Ask him what his vision is for his business. Let him know that whether you are or not his customer. And build that relationship so he's willing to listen to you. And expect to work. This isn't easy. Anything worth doing is worth working for. Greg does this. He plans. He decides what he wants to do, where he's going to go, and then he does it. And he doesn't give up. That's the 7th one. Just don't give up. Just keep at it. It's a numbers game, like Eric always tells us. It's a numbers game. Always just keep at it, and it will happen for you. And an 8th one I kind of stuck on here is when he was talking, be honest with that merchant. He went into that merchant and said, you know, are you serious about this? I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want to waste my time. So if you're not serious, you need to let me know that. They appreciate that honesty and that straightforwardness. Good job, Greg. I think you're wonderful.
That was really good. Thank you. I like those points. So, Greg, we've got and this is real important too, folks, and this goes back to the 6 key questions. If you don't know what that is, get with your National Sales Director. It's a very helpful tool that is new to us, so you might not know about it. I know you do the webinar, but not everybody gets to see it right away. But go ahead.
No, I'm just making
I thought Greg was going to say something.
Julie?
Yes, can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
If I may, can I add something to the follow-up? Because I was listening back to my original testimonial, and so I'm not sure, I don't recall who asked, but they're like, how do you follow up? Like, how do you keep track of your customers? And I'm sure we all have a smartphone. And what I do is I use my calendar on my smartphone, and every time I visit a merchant, I put it on there, like what day I visit a merchant, and then I'll follow up, maybe like I'll input the merchant's name in like 2 weeks later in the calendar, or a week later on the calendar, and then it pops up and reminds me that, you know what, oh, I have to go see him, let me follow up with him. Use the calendar, because it's so important. I mean, life is hectic, we're all busy, and we can easily forget to follow up, or who we met the previous week or 2 weeks ago. So I suggest everyone using a calendar. If they have a smartphone, use the calendar, and then this way it pops up and reminds you. follow up.
That's a nice point. Thank you, Greg.
Excellent. Yeah.
So I was going to mention AAA Car Auto 2, and the reason it's number 2 is because there's a number 1. There are a lot of businesses out there that own more than one location. Greg, tell us about AAA Auto number 2, and actually I believe there's number 3. So Greg's going to get this. I believe it. I see it. If you visualize it, it's going to happen. He will get all 3 of these locations because he is that following up with these merchants. So one visit, one location, he's going to land all 3 of these accounts. Tell us about that one, Greg.
This was tough because with the first statement that I received, the person I spoke to that provided me with the statement wasn't really the decision maker. So when I received that statement and I presented her with the proposal, she's like, okay, I will have to give it to the decision maker, the person that actually will handle this, right? Who makes the decision. And I'm like, great. I said, okay, when do you expect? When can I expect you to? When can I expect to hear back from you? And she is like, give me a few days, because I know she just got back from vacation. And a few days turned to weeks, and weeks turned into almost another month. And finally, I asked her. I went in 2 days ago, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I spoke with her, and she's not really. We're not really interested in switching over or doing anything right now." And I asked her, "Well, I really haven't had a chance to talk to her. I would like to have an opportunity to speak with her, and maybe there's some questions or concerns that she has that is making her." Giving her this, making her decide that she doesn't want to do business with us, And I said, do you mind giving me her name and the address? And she did. So that very same day when I left the office, I went over there, and I asked for her name, and she's like, oh, she's not here. I'm like, oh, okay, so you must be Ann. So she laughs, and I said, okay, listen, I'm not sure, I know you don't know who I am, but I provided you your other office with a statement and with a proposal, and I believe she emailed it to you, and she's like, actually, no, I don't think I've ever seen the proposal. I was like, yeah, really? I was like, okay, well, I actually have the proposal here, and I would like to go over the proposal with you. And so basically, after going over the proposal with her and answering some of her questions and concerns, she gave me an opportunity to provide her with another statement, because the original statement was a lot smaller than the business that she does in this current office. So that's how and that's how I got the second statement. And now we just got a proposal back, and I'm looking forward to presenting the proposal for her next week, Monday.
Nice. Wow. Isn't that incredible?
It is.
Asking for the decision maker, getting their name and number, and then going straight there right after it. I love it, Greg. You are really passionate about this business, and that's why I know his plan is to work full time for First Direct Financial, and I can see that he's visualizing that, and it's going to happen for you, Greg. I have not had 2 Rams before, so I'm kind of on the fly here, Greg. Thank you so much. If you don't have to go yet, I know you got your other job. Do you have some time to sit and listen? I wanted to ask Marilyn a few questions about her visit here.
Absolutely. You know what? We're here to help each other out, and whatever I can do, I'm all for it. And vice versa. If anyone has anything that's working for them, please make a comment below, because I want to hear as well.
Awesome. Great. Okay. So Marilyn, thank you so much. I loved you highlighting those points. Those were very excellent points that you picked up from Greg. Sharon is Karen, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's right.
I've got my first question for you is, why did you come to Arizona from Kansas?
Well, I got kind of a relationship person. And from the very beginning, Julie has been telling me that First Direct Financial is like a family. And I emailed her back and said, I feel that. So I wanted to come and meet the family face-to-face. This company is important to me. I love, love, love the concept that this company has for its business model. I also wanted to have some face-to-face interaction and get some information that I can use to help me be more successful at being a regional account manager for First Direct Financial. I have gotten such wonderful tutelage from everyone here, from Travis to Matt, Julie, Eric. Everyone has just been so wonderful, and I appreciate that. I just knew that coming here would give me a deeper sense of belonging when it comes to the company, and I would be able to find out how I can be more effective in supporting the effort that this company is making. Because there is no company out there like First Direct Financial. There is none. There isn't anyone out there that's wanting to partner with a merchant and help them improve their business, give them something of worth and not just go take something from them. My life philosophy is if you're going to interact with people, you need to give them as much as they're giving you. Otherwise, you're a user. I don't want to be a user. I want to give as good as I get. And First Direct Financial does that for me. The least I can do is get out there and sell some accounts.
Wow, that's so awesome. I did want to ask you, you met Travis Shivers. He is our VP yesterday, and I actually know you got to spend some time with him. What did you get from Travis? What did you learn? How has he helped you?
The very important thing to me I learned about Travis is what a wonderful human being he is. If any of you have any doubt about the leadership of First Direct Financial, you can put that to rest. There are quality people running this company. Travis is going to help me. I joined BNI, and some of you know what that is. It's a professional business networking group. And I joined that in my brand new chapter in Derby, Kansas, where I live. And I joined that. And I have to give a 10-minute presentation to all of the business owners that are in this chapter sometime in December. Travis is going to write that for me. He's going to help me with that. And he's going to give me about a month to practice it and give him critique. And, you know, we're going to fine-tune this together. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. He's going to take time out of his busy day to help this ram out here in this little podunk Kansas town to be successful. Where else are you going to get that kind of support? How many companies do that?
Incredible.
So I'm grateful. I love First Direct Financial.
That is so awesome, and I'm so proud. And yet, Travis is very busy, and I was really appreciative that he took the time to spend with Marilyn. And look at that. She's getting help with her speech and the BNI. Love it. Love it. Mm-hmm. I know I have a long commute to get here, so Marilyn beat me to the office, surprise. But I did ask Matt. He's our new manager. I know you guys seen him on the question and answers. What is that, the third Tuesday of every month? Mm-hmm. You guys don't miss that. That is so helpful. We answer questions. That's all it is Q&A. Got to spend some time with Matt this morning. Matt Nichols is our lead national sales director that has a lot of experience in the industry. And I wanted to find out, I haven't even got to talk to Marilyn yet about it, so go ahead and tell me about your meeting with Matt this morning.
It was a wonderful, unstructured sharing. He asked me a few questions. He shared with me his vision of how we're different in the industry than other companies. And I've actually said it already, in that we want to partner. He's helped me to understand and see that I need to think about things in different ways.
Okay.
He stressed being honest and real with the merchants. If you're going into a merchant, you don't know anything about their business, pull them up on Yelp or whatever it is that you can pull them up on the internet, learn a little bit about their business, and then you can go talk to them intelligently about their business. And that's building that relationship.
Right.
And not selling them right up front. It was a very productive time, and he emailed me the 6 questions, although they're out there on the resources, I understand. Mm-hmm. So, you know, very, very, very grateful for the help that I've received. This has been worth the trip.
That's so cool. Yeah. I'm so glad that you came out. So I have no idea on the timing structure. I've got, I'm actually kind of out of my questions.
Okay.
Loved everything that we've shared so far.
I hope it's been helpful.
It has, guys. We're at 9:30, so we're just a little bit over. I know we had 1 or 2 questions here regarding, you know, we've got a RAM that has paid us a visit. Love the fact that, you know, and believe me, you're not the only one who's come and checked us out, that you're able to get on here with us. You guys did absolutely great. Suze says, the sisters are fabulous. Says, if I were a merchant in front of Marilyn, I'd melt and get on board.
Wow.
Ladies' point of view. See,
there you go.
Suze, do you like this better where I'm not even on the screen? I see what's going on. So, but yeah, Kurt McMinn was wanting to know, you know, why doesn't the national sales directors come out and see us in the field? And the answer is, Kurt, you know, we've got about 80 to 200 regional account managers that keep us real busy. However, if you get a big account, we will fly out.
Definitely.
Travis will come out.
Yes.
You just need to do a little bit on your end. You're part of this, see? So, you know, again, this is a biz op, and as Greg Rios said, he is going to go out there and he is going to get the business. Marilyn, same thing. She is going to go out there on her own, get the business. We can't do it for you. We will do as much as we can. Guys, you know, the residual check is there. You've got no quota, which is a good and a bad thing, right? You know, we're not, you know, standing around going, you've got to give us 2, you got to give us 2. We're doing the opposite. We're saying, hey, you get 3 statements of a merchant doing over $10,000 a month. We're going to give you $500 November 25th.
Kurt, it's a fact. We will come out there. You have to get that big account. You will have so much support to close that deal. The CEO, the VP, we will be there for you for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Greg Rios, go ahead, and he has a comment. I think you're muted on your end. And Greg Rios, obviously, is a regional account manager in the field. Greg, go ahead and share with what you just mentioned here. That's a great quote.
I just want to say you have to enjoy the little things. For one day, you may look back and realize they were the big things.
Yeah. Amen to that.
Absolutely. Okay, so I think we'll wrap it up. I like to keep it at like 30 minutes. You guys are busy. A lot of people work full time, and we get that. Just like your merchants are working busy, remember, once you get that first meeting, that second meeting, always set that expectation of, I'm coming back, and I'm going to be there. Like I said, we respect that you're busy. We understand that. We want to help you. So with that, I think we're done. Thank you, Marilyn, for coming out here.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
We were so happy to have you live on the camera with us. I really enjoy it, and I can't wait to continue working with you for years to come.
You bet, guys. Thank you so much. This is going to be, it is recorded, and it will be posted on your training page. And just to go back, we had kind of briefly gone over some things here. Here's your 6 questions. Make sure you're getting those for us on your training worksheet or work page. Live training, and then you just scroll down, and you can watch all the recordings. You got a week. We had someone wanting to know what are some of the objections. or negative things a merchant says, we cover that every Thursday. Make sure you're on there. If you're busy, we understand you're busy. It is recorded for a full week. We keep these fresh. They're updated. They're brand new. So make sure you're watching Thursday as well. And again, advanced sales techniques, it is recorded. If you miss the Street Smart, that's the third Tuesday of every month in the evening, it is recorded. And we do cover a lot of things about what a merchant sees. And guys, you've got a month here. It's very important that you get these merchants on your book of business. So they're big months, and they may say, well, no, we're real busy. We don't want to make a change. Well, if we're saving you 10% and this is the busiest 2 months of your calendar year, don't you want to save that? That's a bigger number. So you can talk them and very easily into that. And even in-store gave us a real nice overview on how to sell in this type of season. Okay, it makes a difference. So there needs to be a little urgency here. Again, you've got no quota, which is a good and a bad thing. Some of you are great self-motivators like Gregory Rios.
Yes.
I've never seen anybody on his own that is that motivated, that doesn't need to see all the clever little sayings and remember why you're here and things like that. I mean, he's his own motivator. So some of you, these webinars are very important to your business, and that's why we offer them live to keep you up to date, to make sure you understand where this information is. And again, we're gonna post this later today. So again, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, guys. That was an easy day for me so far. So now it's time to get to work.
Yes,
Right, Julie?
absolutely.
All right. Thank you, guys. We'll
Thank you,
see
guys.
you. Have a safe weekend.
Bye.
Go get them.
Bye.